Ok, familia, aquí vamos a darle los estiramientos muy importantes. Uno debe calentar 10 minutos primero al suave. Nosotros hacemos 3 rondas de calentamiento. En estos días se los voy a grabar. Y después hacemos estos estiramientos por 20 minutos. ¿Estás saludando toda la cámara?
Hola, diga hola. And again, each one of these is going to be performed for 30 seconds as
30
well.
segundos
Your legs
cada
are straight.
estiramiento.
If you can't get all the way out to your feet, it's okay. Just go as far as you can go comfortably, and you can grab onto your calves. It is really important, though, that when you are stretching, you take yourself slightly out of your comfort zone. I see people at the gym kind of half-assing stretching, and you're doing nothing if you're doing that. The idea is to really warm the muscle up.
Ya está hablando los teléfonos.
Okay, so now she's going to come back and relax, and give it about 5 seconds, and she's going to go right back into the next stretch. Performing stretches twice is really an advantage to the body, because on the next stretch you'll see that it's much easier. You can go much farther with the stretch than you could on the first one. So let's go ahead and go right back into it. And again, on the second round, you're going to be performing the stretch for 30 seconds as well. And keep your head down. So your head should be down. You should feel the stretch all the way through the back. Okay, moving on to the next stretch.
Muy importante que se respire durante.
So for this stretch, you want to make sure that your knee is going straight to the ground. Pull back to where you're comfortable. If you have difficulty standing in place and doing this stretch, it's okay to use a wall or whatever's nearby to keep your balance.
Ahí estiras el femoral. Es importante que las dos piernas estén. Segundos.
Right into the stretch one more time.
Descansa.
Again, while you're going through these stretch exercises, you really want to make sure that you're breathing. I like to tell people that it's really important to kind of get your mindset right for what's ahead. This is an opportunity to really focus on kind of what your goal is for the workout and what you're trying to get out of it.
Y aquí ya poco a poco, como lo estamos haciendo ya más una semana, pues vamos a dar un equilibrio.
3,
Lo importante es que
1. Okay, switch to the other leg.
Para el otro son 30 segundos. Es un minuto por cada
sometimes when I'm at the gym, I see people while they're stretching, checking social media or posting or doing things like before they're getting ready to get into the workout. And that's not what you should be doing when you're in the gym. You really need to kind of tune everything from the outside world out and focus solely on what you're there to do. This is really an opportunity to get your head in the game, so use that opportunity wisely. Okay, 3 seconds, let it shake it out. Good, so she's shaking it out, and she's going to go right back up again. Good, make sure you keep your knee down. Good, so I'm really trying to get her knee to be parallel to this knee here, because that's really what's going to drive the stretch. You know, if you see people doing a quad stretch and they're really not pulling the leg back far enough, that's not going to do a whole lot for you.
Hay una humedad aquí en Miami.
Good, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, good. Next stretch is going to be the sumo squat. Let's get into it.
Aquí lo que hace es que abres las piernas y te apoyas en los talones.
Okay, good. So Amber is really placing all the weight on her heels here. This is to really open up the hips, stretch out the groin. People who do a lot of sitting at a computer, or you do a lot of squatting or running, this is an area that sometimes gets drastically overlooked, and this can lead to a lot of issues with the low back. So this is a really, really great stretch to do not just before you're working out, but throughout the day. Good. 2, 1. Good. Come back up, shake it out.
Tira.
And she's going to go right back down for the next set.
Y vuelve. A mí me da mareo, porque lo hacemos en ayuna de ejercicio.
Okay, good. And again, while she's going through these exercises, she's breathing. Very important to breathe while you're stretching. Again, sometimes I see people, they're holding their breath while they're stretching. You're not doing yourself any favors by doing that. You need to pump oxygen into the body. Okay, 3, 2, 1, back up. Okay, next up, we have a dynamic chest stretch. So with this exercise, Amber's gonna be going through a movement.
Ahora empieza.
Just warming the chest up. You don't want to be tearing through this exercise. You don't want to be like feverishly swinging your arms because, again, we're just warming up, but we don't want to tear anything, we don't want to injure anything. Our arms are staying nice and loose. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. So she's going to just kind of shake out and move on to the next set of this.
30 segundos y 30 segundos. Suave, ¿ven?
So each one of these exercises is designed to basically get your body ready for the cardio workout that you're about to do. Again, it's so important to go through dynamic warm-ups and stretching before you go into something that's high intensity, which all the Clutch Body Shop workouts are. So this is a great way to get the body prepared. 3, 2, 1. Good. Shoulder across the chest. So Amber's going to go ahead and lift up. She's applying pressure to the elbow with this hand and bringing the arm across the body. With this stretch, I'm really trying to get into the delt and the rear delt to stretch that out. The other thing about this stretch that's important to note is if you feel a contraction or pain in your chest, that means that you really need to work on your chest flexibility. Sometimes when you bring the arm across the body, the chest has a tendency to contract if you're not working on your flexibility in that area enough. Okay, 3, 2, 1. She's going to let this arm down and bring it across again. So if you guys are doing this at home, again, make sure that you're breathing through the stretches, make sure that you're staying nice and loose. Don't contract the whole body, don't hold your breath. So often I see people going through these stretch exercises at the gym and they're literally red in the face as they're stretching. That's not the point of this. The point is to start pumping oxygen into your body and to prepare for the workout ahead. Okay, switch. Good. Okay, so she's gonna go ahead and start on the other side now. And again, stretching also, unknown to most people, it also can help promote fat loss in the body because what studies have shown is that stretching, because it's a relaxation technique, it can help promote lowering of cortisol levels, which again can promote better muscle definition, fat loss. It's not just something that is designed to stretch muscles out. Okay, 2, 1, shake it out. Go ahead and bring it back across. I've seen that with people that spend at least a day stretching it a week or add this at the beginning or the end of any workout. They're going to see better results in their body just because of the fact that cortisol is dropping and because you're lengthening the muscles out throughout the workout, you're going to get your better power output. You have more leverage to make the movements happen because you're basically taking the muscle from here instead of here and then contracting. Okay, go ahead and stop. Okay, let's move on. Next up is the tricep stretch. Amber's going to go ahead and she's going to bring that elbow up. Her arm is back and she's using this hand again to just press lightly on her elbow, bringing the arm down. So you'll feel this in the tricep. A lot of you will also feel this coming down through your lat, which is another area that gets kind of overlooked with stretching. And it's very important to keep this area nice and lengthened out because the lat can actually, because it attaches in the low back, if it's not lengthened out, it can really pull on that low back, which you don't want. Good, relax. Just gonna shake it out.
Importante tener el cuerpo recto para que no recaiga en el pata abajo. Esto es el tríceps. Puede ser que lo sienta un poquito.
So for those of you who are doing this at home, this is a stretch that you really want to make sure that that elbow is against your ear. You don't want to have your elbow all the way out here trying to perform the stretch. It should be pressed right against your head and pulled down. Okay, good. 3, 2, 1. Amber's going to go ahead and switch to the other side.
Sí, ¿a mí me estás hablando? ¿Oigo? ¿Aló?
10 seconds left on this side. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Shake it out. Come back up. Got 10 more seconds left. Coming up, we have the iliopsoas stretch. She's going back down on the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, good. So Amber's going to get into the iliopsoas stretch next. She's going to be on one knee, and she's going to put her foot slightly past 90 degrees. She's going to flex her glutes, and then she's going to sink into this stretch. Once you have your balance, you want to bring your arm up and over your body and then come back. So you're leaning back. What this is going to do is it's going to help bring a great stretch into this area. Good. Okay. Relax. Good. I'm just going to shake it out.
Tiras bien más de 90 grados.
Right back into it.
Y el brazo por atrás de la espalda.
Iliopsoas is a hip flexor that runs right through the core of your body and attaches in your low back. If it gets too tight, it can cause a lot of back problems, tightness and spasm. So it's a great stretch to do at the beginning and end of any workout. If you're ever at your desk at work and you're feeling like a lot of tightness in your low back, this is your stretch. Good. So she wants to make sure that she's staying back. Good. 3, 2, 1. Good. So she's going to switch to the other side. Now, if you find that you're doing this stretch and you're not feeling it right through this area, you really, let's get Amber into the position first. Put your hand up. Okay. So if you're in this position and you're not feeling this stretch through here, it's really important that you start leaning back. So I want Amber to bring her body back, so you're leaning back and into the stretch. You'll also feel this through parts of your groin. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, and stop. And she's going to go through this one more time. Also, this is great for the quad as well. Okay, go ahead and get right back into it. And again, keeping the upper body totally straight. She's staying very tall while she's doing this. She's not leaning forward. So if you need to use a mirror while doing this, if you have one available to you, this is a great exercise to use a mirror for, to make sure your body is in this perfect position. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, good. So next, Amber's going to move into a low back stretch. So she's just going to lay on her back. And then stretch like this. And she's just going to put one knee over her body. Good, and she's going to rotate. Good, so this stretch is going to go right through the low back, parts of the lat. Sometimes you'll even feel this in parts of your glute. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good.
Aquí está estirando el glúteo.
And come right back over. And you can use this hand on this side if you want to get a better stretch to really use to press against your hip. You can have obviously a partner helping you stretch. That'll just help accentuate the stretch even further, because sometimes using your own body weight you can't get quite far enough. Good. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, good. So now Amber's going to switch to the other side. Again, bringing that knee down to the ground and keeping everything very relaxed through the leg. And you can use that hand to press your hip further towards the floor to really get deeper into the stretch. This arm should be totally relaxed. You'll also feel a slight chest stretch with this exercise, which is great. Good. So we've got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Just going to shake it out. And move right back across. Sometimes when I see people do this stretch, I'll see this arm start to lift up off the ground. That's not what you want to do. You want to keep that arm nice and relaxed because again, through all these stretches, there's always secondary muscles that are also being stretched. So with this stretch, it's the chest, which is great, right? Because we use our chest a lot for push-ups for this routine, everything from that to overhead press. So it's very important that we keep that nice and stretched. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Good, and stop. So Amber's going to go ahead and move into a glute stretch next. She's going to sit up. She's going to cross one leg across the other. And she's going to use this arm to pull into her body, keeping this leg nice and straight.
Te pones bien el pie para acá y te estiras para el pecho. Te debes sentir en el glúteo, ese Claudia, el pumping.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Good. So she's just going to shake it out for a second. Bring it right back up. So again, she's breathing. She's keeping her body nice and tall. She's not leaning into the stretch. Seconds left. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Just going to shake that side out. She can move on to the next side. So again, pulling the knee across. If you don't feel this stretch enough when you pull the knee across, try and twist your leg more this way. That's going to help really pull more glute into the stretch. Okay. Just about 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great, so Amber's shaking now, bringing the leg right back across. Again, using that arm to bring her knee across, and you can see she's just shifted her body weight, so now she's kind of opening up. That again, that'll help really open up the low back as well. So you can stay in that original position, or if you're trying to get more of a low back stretch, you can also twist your body slightly. Good. So you've got 5 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. So now we're going to get right into the first circuit of the cardio workout. Stretching is over. Go ahead, if you're using a mat, just go ahead and get out of the way and get ready for the first circuit.
Y para calentar después y la columna para estirarla. Ustedes ven.
So we're going to go ahead and get into the first circuit of this cardio workout. Every single one of these exercises is going to be for 30 seconds. So let's go ahead and get started. Your first exercise is a slow controlled jog. Okay, good. So Amber's just balancing and switching from one foot to the other. She's bringing her knees up, working the abs, working the calves, working the upper body. Good. So as you're doing this, you want to stay tall, you want to be engaging your abs.
No, déjalo puesto, mi amor, para los 30 segundos de los videos. Esto es un calentamiento de Insanity.
Upper body,
Vamos a
nice
hacer
and
más
loose.
adelante.
Got 5 more seconds. Okay, great. So now we're going to move into a high knee jog. So the intensity is ramping up. Amber's got her knees going. We've doubled the speed. Good. Her arms are straight. Good. She's got 15 seconds left. As you're doing this, make sure you're breathing, bringing those knees all the way up. This is going to shred your abs out. It's really important. Don't let your knees drop below your belly button. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. She's got punches next. She's going to get in her stance. Just work it back and forth, back and forth. Make sure you're punching all the way out. You're not shortcutting your punches. Good. She's also working her core while doing this exercise. You keep your core nice and tight. Working that transverse plane of motion is great for the core. Every one of these exercises in this cardio workout really works the entire body if you make sure to contract properly. Okay, we've got 3, 2, 1. Just going to go ahead and move into the next exercise. So she's a slide jump shot. So she's literally just sliding across, shooting a basketball, sliding across, shooting a basketball. Good. So this is going to work the quads. This is working her explosive movement. This is working the upper body. That brings you right back to the old school times. You're in junior high or high school in your old gym, which is great. I love doing cardio workouts that aren't just treadmill, step mill, stuff like that. Doing these sorts of movements are completely different. It takes your body completely out of its comfort zone. 2 and 1. Okay, good. So now she's going to move into a power squat. So with this exercise, what's really important to do is to make sure you're not coming down past 90 degrees. You're keeping the majority of your weight in that heel. That's going to go right up to your hamstring and really work the glutes. Got 10 more seconds left. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, perfect. So now we're going to move into a defensive slide. And we're just going to line up. Good. So good. This is just straight up back in the basketball days when you used to have to do defensive drill after defensive drill. This is great for the legs. And it works laterally, right? So many equipment pieces at the gym only work front to back, but to get those beautiful lines of definition coming in the lateral and medial parts of the leg, this is an amazing exercise for that. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Okay, so next up is a vertical mountain climber. So you guys have done mountain climbers, where you're on your hands. This is working straight up and down. So I want those hands coming all the way up. Good, she's pushing all the way up. Good, she's bringing her knees all the way up just like she was in the high knees at the beginning of this day. So this is a killer cardio exercise. It's deceivingly hard, but don't shortcut it. Don't start bringing your arms down. Bring those knees all the way up. 3, 2, 1. Okay, good. So next up is switch feet. Just keeping your legs nice and straight, bringing them out. This really works the quads and the calves nicely.
Ahora vamos a hacer desde la página Brady Valdés, nos vamos en vivo a hacer la serie de entrenamiento. Ahí.